sees traps all around the map and looks survivors go straight into them and just have fun. Okay, Wraith. Wraith is one of the comfort killers, because usually when I just not feel good or something like that, I usually pick Wraith and go. Or if I need to complete the quests and I don't wanna sweat a lot, Wraith is the perfect type for me. He's my comfort killer. Ooh, Hillbilly. I would place him over here because I have some weird relationships with chainsaws. When I watch someone play him, that's epic. Especially nice Hillbilly mains are just great. Huge respect to them, but on my own, I will never pick Hillbilly. Nurse. I don't know why, but I don't play her much, or I don't pick her at all on my own. She seems like not that complicated a killer and complicated at the same time, and she requires a lot of attention. I don't know how to explain that, but I'd rather not to pick Nurse. Hug. Hug is fun sometimes. Oh, actually, by the way, let's place Trapper over here, because it's sometimes fun to see someone go into the traps and so on. The same happens with the Hug. She's hard. She's really hard killer, and you need to know some certain things to play her well, but overall, she is sometimes fun, yeah. Michael Myers is a huge no for me. I don't know. I just don't like the stealthiness that this killer requires. And yeah, I only play him when I've been asked to, but I would never ever pick him on my own. Doctor is my comfort killer, the second after the Wraith, and I love him. He is really easy for me. He's really fun at the same time, and he's nice. I usually play him when I don't know what to play. Huntress for me is sometimes fun. I used to main Huntress when I just started. She was my first ever killer I've played, and I was maining for some time. I don't know, maybe 3 months I've been playing only on Huntress, but right now she seems sometimes fun, but I don't know, not my type. Papa goes straight after Hillbilly, because Papa, as I said, chainsaws are just not my type. He is fun to play, but I just don't find him funny. Nightmare is fun to play, actually, and usually I pick him just to have fun in the game, just to, I don't know, to troll the survivors or just to try hard. He's very easy for me to try hard. He's very fun to play. Pig. For me, Pig is sometimes fun to play. No, actually, Pig is fun to play, but I don't pick her that much as I wanted to. She's also a stealthy killer, but her stealthiness is different from the Michaels, and I really enjoy when playing as Pig to do some brain gaming, you know, just to charge her a knife and then go on one side and then switch straight to the other side and outplay the survivors. She's fun to play, but she's hard. For me, it was hard to learn how to do stuff on her properly. Clown. I love Clown. He is fun to play, and he is my comfort killer. I don't know what to say. I love his love. I love his abilities, even though he's just like M1 killer, but his bottles are very fun to throw around, and he's very satisfying for me. Spirit. sometimes, no, Spirit is rather not play. I've started playing as Spirit when she was not nerfed that much as she is right now. I have no idea what changes they brought to her recently, but for me, Spirit is not the strongest killer right now, and I'd rather not pick her, but pick someone else. I don't know, she's not that fun to play. Legion is one of the comfort killers. I love playing as Legion. I usually pick him when I'm bored or something like that. Yes, Legion is an absolute yes. This as well as the Plague. I love Plague. I've also used to main Plague as well as Huntress. I made her for like half of a year or something like that. And a fun fact, in the first Dead by Daylight video on this channel, I was playing as Plague. She's really nice. As well as the Ghost Face. Again, I said before that I don't really like stealthy killers, but Ghost is different, okay? They are different. Ghost is very fun to outplay them. The survivors, I mean. I would place him over there, like from the best one to the least comfort and favorite one. Demogorgon is fun to play, and I used to main him as well, but he's not my comfort. Recently I just found that it's really uncomfortable to just charge his like jump and then jump on him. Not my favorite, but definitely is fun to play. Oni is sometimes fun, even though I was an Oni main. I've played him without switching to any other killers, but right now I find him slightly difficult to play, even though he was the same main as Huntress for me. But I don't know, sometimes he can be fun, but I would prefer someone else. Pyramid, I'm sorry about that, but you have to make him play, because I don't like the concept of his abilities. He's not comfortable, he's just, you can outplay with his charge, with this like swing some survivors, but for me he's way too hard right now. I don't know, maybe you need some time to get used to them, but I don't know, for me he's a straight no. Blight. For some time Blight was an absolute no for me. I would put him straight next to Hillbilly, but actually if you play a couple of like warming up matches, Blight can be actually fun. So I would place him over here next to Oni, because like Oni, Blight, Hillbilly, they have almost the same abilities. Like you need to charge, you need to run, you need to fast navigate around and like that. So yeah, Blight is sometimes fun, sometimes not. Twins. Okay, about twins. They used to be my comfort killer, but right now they are just fun to play, because I used to play them way too much, and the time I was playing them was exactly the time when the developers made this rank, like hidden MMR system or something like that, and my MMR on twins is way too broken. So for me right now they are not that comfortable to play, because you have to actually sweat a lot to make 3 to 4 kills, but they are still really fun to play, especially running around with Victor and spooking the survivors is a lot of fun, but they are not comfortable for me to play. Trickster. Yeah, he's my comfort killer. He's almost like Huntress, and once he was released, everyone was just Okay, Nemesis. Nemesis is also a comfort killer for me. He is very easy to learn how to play. He's very masculine, if you know what I'm saying. Like, and I would place him over there after the ghost phase. I would even place, you know how? I would even place like that. These are the most comfortable killers for me to play. Cenobite or Pinhead. Okay, let me make it clear. I did not like him for a certain period of time, and I never picked him because he seemed to me very, very weak. But once I learned how to play him, right now he's fun to play. He's very fun to play, and I would place him over here next to the Xenomorph. And maybe let's place it like that. Yeah. For someone, he seems very weak, but he's very fun to play. But he's hard, so you have to learn how to play. You have to lose certain matches over and over again until you get the idea of his abilities and his gameplay. Artist. For me, Artist was always on the back line, you know. I just did not pay much attention when she was released, and after that I never pick her, even though she's very strong and not hard to play. But I would never say that she's fun to play. It's like you just walk around the map and just launch your birds. I don't know, she can be sometimes fun, yeah, but I don't know. I'd rather prefer someone else rather than Artist, but she's not in the C tier for me. By the way, let's place them like that. Yeah. Sadako or Onryo or Girl from the TV. Okay, she used to be my comfort killer. On the top 3 favorite killers, it was Sadako. But then something happened, and for me right now it's really hard to place her. I would place her over here, but she's almost like comfort, and sometimes I pick her to just play comfortably and without sweating much and to have fun, to enjoy the game. So let's say Sadako is something in between this two. The darky guy. Dredge is very fun to play for me, but he's definitely not one of my favorites, so I would probably place him over here. Dredge is fun. He's really fun, but I don't know if I have the other options. Why would I pick Dredge? But he's really, really fun to play. Vesker. I don't know. Vesker is just fine. Vesker is just fun to play. That's all I can say about him. He's not that good enough for these dudes. Knight. Knight is an absolute no for me. I don't know why. The only thing that I love in Knight is Mori, because it's really epic and brutal. But overall, I don't really enjoy his gameplay. I would never pick him on my own. Skull Merchant. I don't know. Skull Merchant is She's like Trapper with a radius working turrets or cameras or drones, however you call that. But that's all. Like, nothing really special. When she was released, she was just faded with the rest of the killers. I don't know. Didn't get my attention at all. I would say as well as Singularity. But actually Singularity is fun to play. His abilities that allow him to go into this state that breaks the pallet outer, like someone dropped it on you or something like that. He's very fun to play around his builds. He's just cool. Deathslinger. For a long time, for a long period of time, he was my comfort killer. But right now, I do understand that to play him well and to win matches, you actually need a lot of practice. But for me, as for the person that goes into Dead by Daylight once in a week and just plays a couple of matches, he's way too hard, because you need a couple of matches to spend only to warm up, for me, personally. Maybe for someone he is very comfortable to play, so he is fun, he's still fun to play, but I would never place him into the comfort killers. Let's place him over there. So yeah, that's all killers. Maybe some of them, like, maybe you can relate with some of them, but for someone, my pick would look very, very weird and stupid. But that's the tier list of the killers for me. I love playing all of them. I know how to play all of them, but for a certain amount of them, the warming up routine is required. For some of them, you can jump straight into the match, as for example, as a ghost phase or nemesis or doctor or wraith. For me, I can just jump straight into the match and just have fun. But these dudes, I don't say that I hate them. Why I put them into the last tier was that they are really hard or not fun to play. That's not because I hate them. I love all of them. But for me, these are preferred more than these. I'm really curious about what you think about my tier list, and I will be glad to read about your comfort and the least favorite killers. So write that in a comment down below. Let's talk about that there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and a huge thanks to our beloved members: Voda, Austin, Dax, Sadra, Sabrina,